Hello, all of my Smellopian tubes. Hey, camera. There we go. There we go. Good golly gosh, good gosh, gosh, golly gosh, gish, goosh, gosh, grosh, dram it, drang it, Dropper. Let's get a run done, shall we, son? So my boy, Kyle. Not cow. Kyle. K-Y-L-E. K-Y-L-E what? K-Y-L-E what? He's cracked another code. He's broken through to a new layer of understanding of Modufied the Gungeon. We're not doing it right now because I really want Kyle to be around. But it looks like he has learnt and even learned the ability to create and modify familiars. He spent a long time, a whopping 7 human Earth hours developing and constructing a Pikachu. A Pika what? And I want to play it. But I want to play it when we got Kyle in the audience. He's doing one of those adult things where he has a job now. His job is a summertime, maybe internship, maybe job, but he's making a VR game, and I'm stoked for him. But, you know, my boy, the creator, Kyler the creator, we don't really have much interaction these days. I'm glad he's also getting, like, more regular human Earth sleep. And he's not on the kind of nutso-butso, thank you very mucho schedule that he was on when he was in school, working a 7 a.m. job and being awake until 7 a.m. and then still working. But this is my boy. I need him. This channel is incomplete without him. He's the maker of all the not only all the mods and stuff that I've played on this, like literally every mod. The only mod that he hasn't made is literally Mod the Gungeon itself, that I've used on this program. And that's more like a mod housing. It's like he made all the furniture. Someone else just built the walls. Wouldn't be much of a house without any furniture, you know what I'm saying? Be hard to sit down. Legs would get tired. Mom would be all mad. Dog would be hungry, etc. We know what houses are for. We don't need to go through all the steps. Okay, step 1, feed your dog. Step 2, rest your legs. Step 3, feed your dog's legs. Rest your food. Step 4, go to sleep. Read a book, eat a pizza, etc., etc., etc. I might get, ooh, baby boy, this little packy pack. We can make the backpack work if we get something. There's actually no need to get that right away. Oops, doodle. Is that my first? I don't have any heart pieces. Okay, we're gonna leave that one. So here's what's probably going to happen. I don't think I'm gonna get a sponge, even though the sponge has some cool synergies. I don't think we're gonna have the Robert D in order to accomplish that. I think we're gonna be a little bit shy on De Niro himself, especially since we're getting another key to open the second brown chest, which will open whether or not the first brown chest gives us a key. Or we'll buy a key whether or not the first brown chest gives us a key. Because, you know, early on, you need a key surplus. You need to have at least 4 to really have a rough and tumble, good to go first floor. And all things covered, everything considered first floor. Whoop-a-doo! Yoop-a-dippity! Yippities and you lippities and flippity dip doos. This is a good boss fight, so fart I could lose it right this second, though, so I shouldn't count my eggs before they're full-grown alive chickens, or even little baby chickie D's. Yeah. We got a gold fucking casing, and we got the Evolver. So we're gonna buy some stuff. We might buy a lot of shit. A lot of ship, I said. Excuse me. Let me enunciate that P a little harder. I got written up at work today. I didn't get written up. All of the bartenders got written up. So that's poison resistance, so it's not quite as grape as I thought it would be. But do we want Spung? Do you want Spange? We want Sponge. You certainly have an eye for the viscous. There's just too many good synergies with that. So, alright, green chest, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you that I'm sorry to smell you later. We're gonna go pick up that thing though. But, green chest, you missed out. You fucked up. You fucked up big time by these brown chests not having keys in them. How dare you? The sponge is probably not really the world's best purchase, but pass is a pass. There's nothing we could have done. There's nothing we can do, and there's nothing we should even consider having done did. Revolver is one of those guns that you put in a little work and get a lot of return. So we, of course, are going to get that work started. Hey, nice. Good night, Ninja. Thanks for saying hi. It's good to have you here for even uno segundo. Man, I'm getting hit a lot. This first stage of the Devolver is rough. Good night, dude. Catch you on the flimbity flip. There we go. We got a transformation. You mean on those watching from Z's land. In the land of the letter Z. I know how it is. I know how it be. From the land of the letter Z. Yeah. What's next? I think next is weird shotgun or the weird shell thing. Nautilus shell. The number gun and the letter Z. I like. Hey, no, it's this wiggle stick. As the next one. Man, I'm gonna be real pissed if I bought the Spung, and then we get some sort of what's that thing called? Gungeon. That's the name of the game. Yeah. Oh, another thing? Okay, so I got written up at work because my coworkers are stupid and let a guy basically walk out without paying his tab. And that's big shit. That's a big no-no. And so they watched the video, and it looked like the customers just kind of didn't realize they hadn't paid. They got their ticket, and then just circled, because it has like suggested tips, as a lot. God damn it, as a lot of places do these days. But they kind of just assumed that they had already put their card down before they got that. So they then just circled one of the tip options and then walked out. It was not in my section. It was the other bartenders who were supposed to be watching them. They were focusing on closing duties and just kind of not observing closely enough what they should have been observing. And not them, not one of them, but all of us got written up. One great big freaking group write-up. 2.5 years of 2.5 years plus, actually, of working here with no issues, no troubles, no coconuts. and it's all thrown in the freaking garbage can because of something I had no idea was even happening. I didn't even, like, talk to those customers. But that's what happens. Sometimes other people's stupidity or inattentiveness leads to you getting effed in the blurch. Blurch stands for butt. It's an abbreviation. Look it up. Look up abbreviations for butt. It'll be the first or second one. Bung is probably the real first one. Get out of here, bullets! Spores. Alright, so we got our boss weapon in the fully topped off Evolve, as the Francophiles say. Dude, it's getting hot. We're getting into some real summer music these days. Ooh, those were some bad, shitty dodges. Some New York City slick rolls. Explode. God. Just give me a explode. Yeah, we got boss stuff figured out. We got whatever. The thing is, I'm trying not to be upset. They keep saying, oh, it's a formality. Oh, it's a formality. You being written up doesn't matter. We have to document when something like this happens. And I'm just like, it's a fucking formality. Then fucking look at the footage and see who was actually there. Like, let's go through this as formally as possible. But they did look through the footage. They saw that it looked like the customers were not like maliciously trying to skip. Like it wasn't a dine and then it follow that up with a dash kind of situation. It was more of a we're too dumb to pay attention to what the fuck we were handed situation. And I made the mistake of working tonight, basically. I made the mistake of having been there. Just my presence made it so that, like, I'm screwed. What are you gonna do about it? I'm apparently gonna whine a little bit in this video and then I don't know. Pretend it never happened. This damage is so fucking sick. So disgustingly ill. Do you ever realize how sometimes something that's extremely obvious just goes over your head? I was just thinking, I said the word ill in a relationship to sick, both of which are positives when used in this particular context. And I just realized that the fucking Beastie Boys album, License to Ill, is a reference to James Bond's License to Kill. Never thought about that before now. Never made that connection. I'm too dumb. I guess I don't watch a lot of Jimmy B. Bond or Buffett. I just don't... The James... Oh, you motherfucking game! The only James Bond movies I've seen are Casino Royale, which I think is the name of two James's Bond movies. Like the first one and then like the 24th one or something. Yeah. And GoldenEye. GoldenEye was like actually not great, but it was right place, right time kind of for me. Like, I saw it in the theaters. I was like, James Bond is a goddamn all-American hero. He's replaced G.I. Joe in my mind. I know that he's like a British intelligence agent, but like at the time, I was just starting to think that things could be cool. Dude, I fucking hate this game. I fucking hate this fucking shitty game. And I thought this guy has 100% of it. He has it all, is what I thought. I don't want to lose my opportunity to go to the Old Crest, or go to the Abbey, but I also don't want to bet everything on going to the fucking Abbey and not getting that either. I also don't want to open a fucking green chest and it turns out to be like a dog's shoe in there or some dumb item. Like, no key stuff sucks. No key Fanoki Swamp. So here's what we're stupidly going to do. We're going to give ourselves a little bit more damage because that's how we roll. 1 heart short is fine. This is not the fastest way there, but it's close. And then we're going to get the crest, which is going to cost us our 1 fucking key. Then we're going to start destroying from lowest to highest quality. And then I'm going to go to the next floor and jump into a pit immediately, because that's what I do. Dude, I really don't want to get my first write-up and then lose this fucking streak tonight. But I'm thinking to spend a little bit more in the way of harps. Or, yeah, spending a little more harps. Wait a second, let's check this room first. It's not gonna have more than 1 key. It's probably not, if even it is a secret room, going to have the 1 key, but then there's always that likelihood. There's only like 1 entrance. No, you can come in from the side. I'll riot then. I will riot then. Sweet. Oh, the other thing I was saying I did was I changed the contrast. So I was playing around on Jackie's computer. I installed Final Fantasy on it just to test it out. It has she's using 144 hertz monitor. She doesn't have as powerful a graphics card scenario. Hers is not bad, but it's like not 2 1080 Ti's. It's a RX 560, I think. But I wanted to see if I could get higher frame rate, and I realized that the color on her monitor is so much more, like, so much more vibrant than mine. So I went for the first time in a while and changed the settings on my monitor, and I got it looking a good deal better. And the freaking saturation and stuff is something I have not thought about on this computer for a long time. I've kind of just gotten to where it's something I like, and then I just didn't touch it. I feel like we need to do this. Because we're going to go around it some other way. Dark was the night, curse remains. Okay, it's not too bad. It was a single curse plot. Oh, fuck! Whoa, that was loud. Alright, that was scary. I don't know why Dark was the Night was so scary for me right there, but it was pretty scary. And we made it! We had to go through there to get to the right thingamajig anyway. So I'm glad I did it. We're still good on boss weapons, so... Now that we did that, we can go back to garbage weapons. I'm so glad I didn't fucking have to deal with this guy when I was running away. or when I was eldered up. Old crust, not elder crust. There's some things that are elder, and those are blanks. It's gonna be time for this game to give me a freaking red ammo thing pretty soon. Is all that I am saying. I gotta remember about the one time that I just like rolled into a ooh boy very easy to dodge thing on this guy, and I gotta take him a little bit more seriously than I tend to. A little bit of curse is fine. Not a good gun, but a little bit of curse is always okay. It's not great. It's always okay. It's always alright. It's not always alright. It's alright most of the time. But we're in kind of an ammunish situation. We got our thingamajig. We got our forced gun. And it's a piece of crap. Tile match, okay. It's a piece of crap that we can comfortably burn. Ooh, baby. I am glad I didn't go south instead of going after the challenge mode, which was my of course plan. It would have been a much worse decision. All right, this gots to go to here first. The secret room is a brown chest that's beautiful. Let's use the even worse weapons. The Tetramatomanominator can kind of hold its own in the Abbey. Yay, shit. Boxing glove, we're not even going to use as a means to an end. Boxing glove is just like negative health. It's a good way to burn through some hearts for no reason. And that's about it. Dude, this weekend blew now that I'm thinking about all that went down. So it was a very slow weekend for the most part. I had a really good Friday and a really good... I had a good tonight. Ooh, key baby. Let's wait. But it might be a big ol' key time. La Femina Kita. Oh, I used to say that all the time. I need to not get back into that mode of things. I'll just start saying La Fem... No. Lil Kim... Lafita? I don't know. I'm trying to make that work. But, yeah, I also didn't stream very much this weekend because I picked up an extra shift. In picking up an extra shift, I basically had an extremely average weekend because most of the other shifts sucked. Got ourselves another boss weapon. All right. Right. There's another green world right there. Ooh, it's good. Ooh. Do I want to go to the rat? Do I want to go to the rat? Do I want to? Do I stutter? Do I stutter? Can I finish? Do I want to go to the rat? Is the rat more valuable to me right now than buying all these keys? I honestly do not know. Think about the rat. Takes extra time. Makes runs feel kind of samey. Positives. Ensures a win. Provides safety. Something I don't do every time. Makes it a little bit more exciting for the huge studio audience we have right now. For all of these people in Televisionopolis, the land of the T. I don't know, man. I kind of don't like doing the rat every time. I mean, I don't do it every time. I kind of don't like doing the rat, period, because it feels like just kind of filler fluff. Let's not go in there. There's gonna be a fucking thing on it. 120. We won't have enough for the thing. Oh darn. I was gonna say if I still had enough, I would feel obligated to go. Told you. Fucking told you. Crunch. It's fine. I'm not holding on to the boxing glove just for the hopes of money. I'm getting rid of the fucking boxing glove. And I'm getting rid of the boxing glove and the goddamn... I'm never going to use it anymore shotgun. And I'm probably going to get the pea shooter or the club or something like that. Or the lowercase r, which tends to be pretty frequent. Brutus, quiet your lips. You're flapping dog lips. So it looks like Moses just bought a friggin' boat. He bought a boat like 2 weeks after buying a car. So he's just gonna try to get every vehicle he can. He's gotta collect them all, Pokemon style. Not by regular road, nor boat, nor scrote. Jaggy, did you see that Moses just bought a boat? Ay, 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 Dios mío. Did you see that Moses just bought a boat?
Yeah, what? What's that?
He just bought a boat. Now he owns a boat. He was talking about it while we were at that baby shower, but I was like, he's not gonna do it. He just bought a freaking car.
I got you gnocchi salad.
Gnocchi salad, okay.
Hot gnocchi salad.
I like my gnocchi salad to be cold and wet and covered in ice.
Also got panna cotta, chocolate panna cotta.
Yuck.
Yuck.
Yuck. Is that dessert that I had that I
Yeah, you never had it.
ate all up? Oh, okay.
You ever had wrong with notes today?
No, I'm gonna finish this run first. Jackie, I haven't streamed in like a freaking week. Stop saying boob.
Good news and bad news.
Okay.
I created a shift in Polo, which is doing most of them. So I'm off Thursday and I work tomorrow.
Okay.
The good news is there isn't it's just bad news.
Huh. Well, that's a cool story. That's cool stuff that's happening. I love my life. I love getting written up and then my wife abandoning me at the same time. Same day.
I'm gonna write it up too.
You don't have the freaking write-up powers.
Write up with my life.
But
Up and butt don't rhyme.
half rhymes. They're good enough. They're the best kind of rhymes. Whole rhymes are trying too hard.
No.
Ask a poet. They'll say the same thing. Ask a poet. They'll say the same thing. Another half rhyme. Perfect half rhyme.
I'm a poet and I
Say the same thing. I'm a poet. Certainly is what they say. It's like, certainly.
Language?
He's trying to make you...
No.
Oh, I farted! Well, yeah, I'm not like... I'm pissed at my coworkers for not having the fucking cojones to like just take the responsibility and be like, hey, I fucked that up, so this is on me. Instead, they just were like, that sucks. Poop. And I'm like, man, you're letting us all take the freaking fall. It sucks, man, because I know if I was in that situation, in a fucking heartbeat, I would have been like, that's on me. That was my section. They don't deserve any amount of it. They're just like, it's not that big of a deal. Getting written up is like getting a bug bite. It's cool. Everyone does. Have you never been a kid? Anything that was a reason to put a band-aid on was cool. You get a band-aid with like Bam Bam from the Flintstones on it. I'm like, oh yeah.
Bam. Oh. Bam all over it.
What?
Bam on my chest.
Jackie, come on. Why do you always gotta do that? Every time I'm streaming, you gotta be like, look at me, I'm talking about jism. Well, that's a synergy that doesn't really do anything right now. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Ooh, there's a red chest in there. Okay, that's good. I know, I've had it before. Yes, I have.
We've never made it before.
Gnocchi? Yes, I've had no gnocchi. Gnocchi at your place of voik. I have. I remember eating it and being like, yum, 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 yum.
Never ate it. Never ate it.
You weren't there.
You're so full of shit.
You went to the bathroom. I was like, nope. I was like, yoke me up, everybody. And they did. Yeah. It was like, that's no yoke. Alright, I blanked there for no good reason, actually. Now that I think about it. There was no good reason to blank there besides I want that little FOK beside my name. Baby. This isn't a boss worth avoiding damage. This is a boss where you just go, I got hit, oh no. Oh no.
Help me up, please.
Jackie, I'm facing a boss. Don't yell. Woohoo. We got an FOK. Woo, woo. Jackie, come on, stop. Put your shirt on.
Don't look at me.
Why am I looking at my wife? Because I do whatever I fucking want.
Look at my little yolkies.
It's my job to look at my wife. It's not funny.
It is pretty funny.
No. No.
Yo?
No. All right.
So the pin of audio you have to share with me, though, okay?
Okay. Mirror is 3.5. Okay, 3.5 curse is fine. Ooh, it's a star pew. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's a good one.
These pants make me like that.
When you're holding them in your hands?
No, these ones that I'm wearing.
Yes, Jackie.
Fucking. Oh, we have fun, don't we?
I don't have fun. I'm not having any.
Yeah, because you have. Oh, let me put on casters.
Yeah, see, this is why I want you to stop fucking, like, playing around with this. Because you're gonna forget one day. It's a huge joke all the time. And I'm like, please stop.
No, I'm not.
No, it's fine. I'll just get written up for my first time in 2 years. I'll have worked on the stream for 3+ years and just get it shut down because jokes. This is my danged wife and her jokes. Her jokes. I shouldn't have 2 charge weapons. Maybe I can use the other thing as not a charge weapon. Damn it. I love the new Star Pume. I did not do that. Why the fuck did I do that? I was so dumb. Ugh. Oh well. Used 7 shots of this gun, and then I was like, that's the one I want to use the green regular-sized full ammo on. Oh, my boss weapon's not. You don't pressure me, game. Still got a lot of money, so let's do this. Let's do this. Snow blanks? We're getting ice balls. There's snow blanks. Yo, that's going straight in the trash. Yo! Bunch of coolness. Can we get a freaking active item? Please, for God's love. For the love of his stuff. Get this one the fuck out of here. Get this one the frick out of here. 50. Let's just go. Let's go. Let's call it. 3 keys, 50 cents. Not going to the rat, so we don't have to worry about that. Burn some of this stuff away. Burn it all away. I should have fucking... Why don't I... You always sell the glass cannon. Always. It's way too temporary of a gun. It's way too ephemeral. To be worth holding on to when you can make permanent Robert D's on it. Shit! In that book I'm reading, in Infinite Jest, they call marijuana's Dubois, which I'm guessing is a reference to doobie. But my stupid old dumb old ass doesn't know if that's actually where doobie comes from. I don't know which came first, the joke of the book, which might not be a joke, might just be the truth, or the truth, which it might be. So I kind of, yeah, I've been curious about that, but I'm not gonna look into it. Also, the other book, the book I'm listening to for the 10 billionth time 7 Eves, is there's a character named Xavier Jerome Dubois Harris, and his friends used to call him Doobie till they realized that that meant weed stick. I hate being part of group text messages. Hate it. Hate, 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 hate. Oh! Anyway, talking about that boat. Moses, Aaron, Jackie, and as a ghost participant, me. Right. That's all totally sold out. So, buttons. I would see what it feels like to use this as a gun. Okay, well, no, I'm Ament. This is a very easy boss to use this with. I don't mean the boss is easy. We all know I think the boss is easy. But I mean, a slow, high damage weapon is really good because his movement is very, very predictable. He's not a wild card when it comes to the wiggles. Some would say he's not a wiggly wild boy, but those people are not gonna be friends of mine. They never shall be. Another gun to burn through. Another gun to burn through. I'm really thinking of potentially going back to trying to push away forward to the old whatchamacallit, the gun knight, the cormorant. Not because I think it's gonna happen, but because I think I'd like it to happen. And aggressively trying is kind of the only way. I can't not get it after just saying that. That's fucking weird. There's probably gonna be a freaking black market at this point. I'm wet, and I don't even know it. Ooh, ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That same joke. Okay, so in Bobby Meets Hill, no, in King of the Bobbies, there's a joke where someone tells Bobby to think like a fish, and the way he does it is he says, "I'm wet and I don't even know it," because in his mind, that must be what a fish is thinking. I haven't seen the episode. It's like I have a friend in Kansas City who has a tattoo of that, so I know it secondhand. So sue me if I don't fucking know the quote exactly. Or his motivation. Maybe it's like a meditation thing. Anyway, that joke is told in Infinite Jest. There's a biker guy at one of the mini AA meetings that are mentioned in the book. He says to one of the characters, here's the joke, is like, old fish comes up to two younger fish, and he says, "How's the water today?" And then he swims away, and the other fish go, "What the fuck is water?" It's essentially the same joke. The joke being, water is the medium in which they exist. So it's not, they have no awareness of it other than existing within it. They don't have the kind of foresight that kind of, it's like, you know what I'm saying. Shut up. Just figure it out. Figure out the joke. Okay? Okay? Are we done here? Thank you. Bomb bullets are mostly good. A little scary some of the time. We still got 2 keys. We're not gonna buy it. Well, you guys get the joke, right? The fish don't know that water exists. It's just the ether in which they spend their lives. So you don't think about the ether. That's like going up to someone and saying, "How's the cold, unfeeling vacuum of space treating you today?" And they're like, "What?" We're all submerged within that vacuum, but there's enough buffering for us to not really think about it. I don't think the joke has to do with space, though. But I don't know. I didn't write it. I didn't write that joke. Yeah, let's just use this up. It's still, I mean, I know how stupid I look right now with my finger and my thumb in the shape of an L on my forehead. But that weapon's not bad, it's just bullshit. It's not a weapon you want to put much into, and I know that I've given it ammo on many occasions now. A multiplicity of instances. But I want you to remember, I'm trying to burn through these guns. I'm trying to use the bad so that bullet hell has a chance to use the good. And because I'm gonna fucking sell them also. Yeah, but I switched my weapon there. Alright. Don't mind if I do. Man, these things have long reloads, both of them. All two of them. Don't go invisible, or intangible, excuse me. Excuse me, he's still visible. Not gonna spend quite yet on Winchesters. We will be spending at some point on Winchesters. But we're not doing it quite yet for two reasons. One, shut up, get out of my freaking face. Kill you. Two, I got this weird feeling about something worth purchasing coming up soon. And I do not want to be one of those kids who doesn't have the money when the time comes. Oh. Thank you, B. Okay, almost fucked that up. Ice almost took me away. Almost deglassified me. Do you think that Douglas Glass... Is Douglas Glass a person? Did I make that name up? Jackie, who's Douglas Glass? Is there somebody named Douglas Glass, or did I just make that up? Is there somebody named Douglas Glass, or did I just make that up? Okay. I vaguely remember. Today, post-midnight? I remember we were at a lake. Yes, but that's what I'm asking. We were at a lake, right? Antibodies can lick my butt. Oh my god, I hate them. What's the synergy? Oh, it was a joke off of the word ant. Let's see. Synergy is powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria. Well, that's not useful. Alright, let's keep going. Let's blow through these last 10. This is probably going to lead to that little shit dude, nope. It's weird, that's a weird frame drop. Eee, boy. What the fuck? Why did that do so much damage? Or 3.5. That would give us... eight. That would put us at 8. 4.5, right? I don't know if that coolness is worth it. Probably is, but I just don't know. Nothing else is even close to worth it. It would be better to steal that, man, but likelihood of us getting some steal capacity is pretty low. Why does it seem like we're stronger than regular? Or is that just how good Zilla shotgun is in glass cannon? What's this? No, let's stop. Let's stop being stupid. Stop making sense, making sense. So there was another shop, so it was good. I was good to be, it was smart to be a little hesitant, but that shop didn't end up doing much, and then I just stood there and took a bullet to the face. It's gonna be the kill pillars. Why the fuck did I use my thing? It's like most definitely gonna be the freaking kill pillars, and my Molotov has no chance in hell of being ready. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like it actually has to be the kill pillars. Creating situations. I actually worried for a second there about the ice, and then I realized, God, I'm so stupid! Oh, wow. Fuck! Keep getting hit by easily dodged attacks. And it's fucking obnoxious. What's my goddamn problem? That was the worst kill pillars I think I've ever fucking done in my life. Oh, God. I should be able to give this to Winchester. I should be able to gift it to him. Oh, yeah. I was gonna try not to gun force, but I forgot. Well, shit, dogs. I'm gonna buy a key. We don't have any kind of flight. We don't have any way to steal. We want to destroy this one? Right? I think it's this one. And bounce this off of here. Yeah. We got an easy shot here. And the other one doesn't actually touch any of these. Slightly more left. Here we go. Ya-da-da-da. Alright, let's sell some of these little shit ones that we can stop using now. We don't need to keep the wind-up gun. There's like that one synergy that makes the wind-up gun not have secondary, like, fall-off damage or whatever, but it's not that good. I feel like they added some really good secret shops, or secret rooms, but they also have made sure that... why did I keep the fucking Winchester? It's not necessary to sell it, but not really necessary to keep it either. Run through room, hammer style. Dude, I watched a speedrun of someone's playing through Cluster Truck, and that game looks great as a speedrun. I think I probably have it on a Humble Bundle somewhere. Almost positive. It's one of those games that, like, it feels like it has to be on a Humble Bundle. You don't really need to look them up. You just need to know that it was on there. Not... That sounds kind of shitty, because it's like, that game couldn't have done well enough on its own. But, like... It's one of those games that had, like, a good amount of talk about it, but didn't have much beyond that. Like, it wasn't... There wasn't an incredible amount of, like, hype for it. It didn't set the world on fire. It wasn't one of those indie games that just really, really came out of nowhere and then blew up. But it was one that I think a lot of people have heard about. And then probably played for a few minutes at someone's house or whatever. But yeah, it's so cool. The last speed run I was watching was someone was speedrunning Shrek Extra Large, a really shitty licensed Shrek game. And something's happened in the last year, and it's really fucking terrible. But heckling has become, like, quote-unquote cool. It's become the new norm. And it's positive and negative hecklers. It's not people necessarily heckling someone to shut them up or to upstage them. But it's all due to this fucking Keanu Reeves thing. Someone, during his Cyberpunk thing, heckled "You're breathtaking," and then he said "You're breathtaking," and it became a meme for a very brief, breath of a second, which is significant enough time. But the worst blowback from it was that people are now waiting to have their moment in the sun. The person who did the heckling, the doctor of heckle themselves, they received a free limited edition copy of the game. So there's been nothing but, like, of Cyberpunk, like, you know, from CD Projekt Red, and there's been nothing but positive reinforcement for, you know, whenever somebody's presenting on stage, for the audience to try to be a part of the celebrity of the event. And maybe it comes from the participatory aspect of things like Twitch chat, where the audience wants to also impart their kind of ownership of what's going on stage. But it fucking blows. The Shrek gameplay is pretty stupid, and it's supposed to be, like, as far as I understand it, like Ren and Stimpy level gross, terrible slapstick. But the heckling was negative, funny, and so distracting that I couldn't fucking watch the thing. Like, it was terrible, dude. And I don't think that people realize that, like, one success does not a trend make. Or it shouldn't. Maybe it does, but straight up shouldn't. I don't know. It's god-awful. And I think it might have ruined most of... that was very close. Summer Game's done quick for me. Because I was noticing it beforehand, but the Shrek thing just, like, made me feel like I couldn't watch any more speedruns. Because I was noticing it slightly during, like, the Celeste TaskBot run and some of the other really cool performances. The Kaizo Mario stuff. But it wasn't bad to the point of, like, really, really derailing the thing. So I don't know. I don't know why people think that, like, I mean, I know exactly why people think that they need to be a part of the performance, because, like, that's what the one moment of its success has taught them. And that's how people learn these days. They see something go over well and they fucking go all in. It's like, you know, the whole, like, I don't even fucking use Tinder, but I know from Reddit that Tinder is a place where you go make awful jokes and hope to get put on Reddit. Like, well, it's not a place where you go to try to hook up with whatever. It's a place where you go to try to make the memeiest joke you can. I don't know, maybe all this, maybe upvote culture is an inherently negative thing. Like, everyone... Oh, here's another thing that fucking happened today. So, it kind of ties into the whole thing, and it's also... It makes me feel extremely old to talk about this the way that I'm going to. But, I don't care, because it's fucking ridiculous to me. There was a person sitting at the bar who was just a regular customer to me, who turned out to be some sort of social media influencer. Some sort of individual who takes pictures of himself at different places and hashtags all their bullshit and whatever. And one of my managers was so fucking gaga that she, like, couldn't go over to him. She had to, like, ask one of us to ask if it was okay for them to sign one of the things that we get, like, the minor celebrities we get in to sign. She was so fucking nervous, and it's like, what has he done? He's like, well, he's like a food influencer. He's known specifically for, like, I think, like, cupcakes or snow cones or some horse shit that he's known for. And he's made his celebrity by, like, going to a place and eating a thing and being like, I gave it 6 snow cones out of 7,000, and then everybody kisses his ass and he gets free snow cones and probably just drops the freaking snow cone place's name, and everybody loves him. And over here, I'm busting my balls every day playing the same video game. And where's all of my fame at? Huh? Huh? There's nobody even on this stream. I'm doing the hard work of playing an optional video game. And these guys, they just go around, roll around in their golden cars. And the accolades and the praise just come pouring in. Honestly, I don't expect to do well on Twitch or YouTube. At this point, if I did, I'd be the world's most delusional person. But I also would never understand it if it does happen. The fact that it happens to some people is still, like, bananas. But those people have personality. They have, like, the ones who do, they either put in hard work, they're lucky, they're exactly the zeitgeist, or they have celebrity level qualities and just are using new media for it. But fucking social media, fucking buttholes walking around eating ice cream cones or whatever. I don't know what he was eating. Probably ice cream cones. And everyone being like, look at this hero. He's today's greatest engineer. He's a maker of men. He's a taste maker. A taste-gineer. It's because he walks around and eats food and probably dresses a certain way and, like, knows people that know people. It's all the bullcrap part of, like, business is their main steez. Is the connectioneering. Like, it's the knowing the right people and stuff. That's become their primary thing, and also, you know, looking good enough to for that to even matter. I mean, we all know that it has to do with. We have both, like, well, 2 of probably the many now evolving guns in our reportery. Our reportery. Yeah, it's bizarre to me, but I did say at work, like, what does this guy do? And I felt ancient. I felt dinosaurish saying, what does this guy do? As if that should validate or devalidate his choice of occupation. The guy does what makes him money and probably has a real fun time doing it. He lives a life of selective mooching and maybe offhanded advertisement, but you know, I think part of my distaste for quote-unquote influencers comes from the particular take of it that Reddit has instilled in me, the choosing beggars kind of thing. Oh yeah? How many clones you get? 2? 1? 20? Oh, nice. Dude, I remember early on when I first hit the hollow, it was a hard wall. It was a fucking stop for me. It wasn't somewhere that I hit and then got to experience the forge soon after. The hollow was like the first major... I mean, there was a blockade, like the first boss is a blockade. It wasn't until I think I got lucky on a Gatling Gull fight one time. And then for a long time when I would beat bosses, I would end up beating them only to die very soon on the next floor. But the hollow was hard. What's the new strat? Man, we're gonna run out of bullets first. That sucks. Actually been a really good weapon. Yo, back off. Only use the crossbow? How did you not run out of ammo? So the Marine is a good starter for newer players for a couple of reasons. Number one being he's got some range and some accuracy, so it's pretty easy to play defensively. He can take an extra hit, which early on is pretty valuable. He's not a power player, he's a patient player. He's somebody who's really good to take your time with. But I think eventually, once you get used to gun switching, you'll realize... I think the Hunter is actually a better character. Learning to favorite a couple guns and use them in tandem is really good. The best way to use the crossbow is not exclusively, it's to use it as a finisher. To either take out a very weak enemy quickly, or soften an enemy with her sidearm and switch to the crossbow for the finishing blow. Alright, we're gonna burn some of this. We're gonna get down to 50. But yeah, using only the crossbow is a pretty rough strategy. Because it spends so much downtime, and it essentially has a lot of downtime and results in a lot of overkill. If you're using an enemy that would get killed by, let's say, 5 sidearm bullets, the second shot from the crossbow, the crossbow is essentially pretty close to equal to 4 shots. It's close. It's a little less, but it's the most similar amount. 4 shots from your regular sidearm. So if you're using 2, it's close to using 8 regular bullets. But if you can kill an enemy in 4, kill an enemy in 5, you're wasting crossbow ammo. You're overdoing it. with a C-bow. But yeah, I would highly recommend not using a singular gun at all. Like, don't ever rely on just one gun. That's not the way of the true warrior. Yipes, that was a bad dodge. Ooh, almost got hit there. Alright. Whenever he's stationary in a place where my amp is like right up inside of him, we're gonna keep using the amp. Ah, come on, stop. I want to burn through this on this phase. Motherfucker. God, why do I suck so much? Also, hello, Lost Boy. I never said hello. Pretty terrible of me. God, I suck at this free game. We got the old King Flawless, though. If I had dodged slightly up, I would have been fine there. And that's what I planned on doing initially, but went against my better judgment. And ended up hit as a doorknob, as the saying is. Also, I should have been using this, like, at all. Especially with my freaking ice cube. Man, I'm dumb. That thing's actually decent if it recharges that fast. And you're in a position where you are pretty safe staying still anyway. Look at that move over here. Alright, that was a little close. I could have so easily flawless that fucking boss if I had even remembered that I had Fortune's Favor. I use controller. Mouse and keyboard is for first-person shooters, over-the-shoulder shooters for me. Anything that's top-down or a 2D platformer does not work so well for me. There's still a way to favorite items with the favorite guns with mouse and keyboard. I'm not sure what it is, but I noticed that people are usually less likely to use favoriting guns if they use mouse and keyboard because they scroll wheel. But it's still very worth it to figure out how to use the gun favoriting so that you have an enemy softener and an enemy killer, or vice versa, or some combination. You basically want something that you use to deal consistent, regular damage, something that doesn't use a lot of, that either has a lot of ammo or adds damage over time or something like that, and then you use a big hit to finish things off once they've been softened just a little bit. So you can conserve ammo from both by weakening and then destroying, weakening and then nuking, or on smaller enemies just using the weaker weapon. Save your big hits for later. But yeah, that's it for this video. We just got enough, okay? We're at what, 90 on the streak? 10 away from the triple digis.